Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, I said Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Uttarakhand, Andaman Nicobar, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, all right. You have waited for so long, I'll repeat. Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttarakhand, or you want me to repeat from the beginning? Andaman Nicobar, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Lakshadweep, Delhi, Pondicherry, Chandigarh. In all 22 states going in single phase. States undergoing 2 phases. Karnataka, Manipur, Rajasthan, Tripura. States undergoing 3 phases. Assam, Chhattisgarh. States undergoing 4 phases. Jharkhand. 3rd phase, Assam, Chhattisgarh. 3 phases. 4 phases, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha. Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha. 5 phases, Jammu Kashmir. 6th phase, no state. 7th phase, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal. Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal. And now I'll read out once more. First phase, 22 states and UTs. Second phase, 4 states and UTs. 2 phases, 4 states. 3 phases, 2 states. 4 phases, 4 states. 5 phases, 1 state. 7th phase, 3 states. You see, the issue also is that there has to be ensured the movement of the CPFs from one place to the other, and they go by trains, etc., and then they require some time for initial settling down, which is how all this has been done.
Now
Jammu Kashmir.
No, before that, sir, each state and which are the states and the date of polling.
So we have it.
No, please read that.
Sorry?
Please read the date.
Sir, it's being sent to you now.
No, what are the
copy? Just now.
Sir, 7 phases states.
That's the most important basic information.
Nobody knows.
Like Andhra is going to be on which date?
Phase 1, Andhra, all the 25 seats. Phase 1, 11th April. It has been said 4 or 5 times, I'll say it again. 11th April, 25. Now I read state-wise, please. Andhra, first, now I'm reading phase 1, right? 11th April. Andhra, 25. Arunachal, 2. Assam, 5. Bihar, 4. Andhra, 25. Arunachal, 2. Assam, 5. Bihar, 4. Chhattisgarh, 1. Jammu Kashmir, 2. Maharashtra, 7. Manipur, 1. Meghalaya, 2. Mizoram, 1. Nagaland, 1. Odisha, 4. Sikkim, 1. Telangana, 17. Tripura 1, Uttar Pradesh 8, Uttarakhand 5, West Bengal 2, Andaman Nicobar 1, Lakshadweep 1, total 91. Am I clear now? Phase 2, Assam 5. As said earlier, phase 2 starts from 18th April. Assam 5, Bihar 5, Chhattisgarh 3, Jammu Kashmir 2, Karnataka 14, 1-4, Maharashtra 10, Manipur 1, Odisha 5, Tamil Nadu 39, Tripura 1, Uttar Pradesh 8, West Bengal 3, Puducherry 1, total 97. Phase 3, starting from 23rd April, Assam 4, Bihar 5, Chhattisgarh 7, Gujarat 26, Goa 2, Jammu Kashmir 1, Karnataka 14, Kerala 20, Maharashtra 14, Odisha 6, UP Uttar Pradesh 10, West Bengal 5, Dadra and Nagar Haveli 1, Daman and Diu 1, total 115 spanning 14 states and UTs. Phase 4 starting 29th April. Bihar 5, Jammu Kashmir 1, Jharkhand 3, Madhya Pradesh 6, Maharashtra 17, Odisha 6, Rajasthan 13, Uttar Pradesh 13, West Bengal 8. 5 was phase 3. 71 across 9 states. Phase 6. Phase 5, Phase 5, Bihar, 6th May, Bihar 5, Jammu Kashmir 2, Jharkhand 4, Madhya Pradesh 7, Rajasthan 12, Uttar Pradesh 14, West Bengal 7, total 51. Phase 6 starting 12th May. Assam, sorry, Bihar 8, Haryana 10, Jharkhand 4, Madhya Pradesh 8, Uttar Pradesh 14, West Bengal 8, National Capital Territory of Delhi 7, Phase 7, starting 19th May. Total Phase 6 59. Phase 7 starting 19th May. Chhattisgarh 8. Bihar 8. Not Chhattisgarh, Bihar, I stand corrected. Jharkhand 3. Madhya Pradesh 8. Rajasthan 13. Punjab 13, not Rajasthan. Rajasthan is over already. Punjab 13. West Bengal 9. Chandigarh 1. And UP 13. Himachal 4. Total 59. This is the states.
Sir, what about the
Sorry?
Sir,
Assembly separately notification being issued.
sir, what about the Tamil Nadu states, 21 assembly seats are lying vacant? Do you have any decision have been taken?
Decision has been taken and is being announced to the media.
We'll take the questions. Let's finish first.
When we issue you the soft copy, in that each constituency will also be mentioned. Okay. Jammu Kashmir. After holding elections in Jammu Kashmir, the Commission has been continuously assessing the prevailing situation in the state, requirement of central forces and other logistics for elections, requirement of the security for the candidates, and preparedness of the state for the election on key factors, including the recent developments. The Commission had conducted several rounds of review meetings with state administration of Jammu Kashmir, with MHA, including Home Secretary and his team. State government of Jammu Kashmir and the Union Home Ministry had sent detailed and specific inputs to the Commission regarding holding elections in the state. In fact, we had sought the comments from the MHA quite early to assess the situation and level of preparedness. Commission had recently visited J&K and had detailed meetings with all the political parties, important central and state agencies, district authorities, Chief Secretary, DGP, and others. Based on all these inputs and recommendations from the states, state government, Home Ministry, political parties, other stakeholders, constraint of availability of central forces and other logistics, requirement of security forces for security of candidates in wake of the recent incidents of violence in the past, recent past, and keeping all other challenges in mind and keeping a totality of views, the Commission has decided at this stage to announce only schedule of the Parliament elections in Jammu Kashmir. The Commission will be regularly and on real-time basis monitoring the situation in Jammu Kashmir and continue to take inputs from all necessary quarters, and decision-taking holding legislative assemblies in Jammu Kashmir will be taken soon. The Commission has also decided for more effective monitoring to appoint 3 special observers of Jammu Kashmir. Shri Noor Mohammed, IAS of 77 batch retired, IS 77 batch retired. Shri A.S. Gill, IPS 72 batch, who retired as DG CRPF and also served as IG in Jammu Kashmir, in CRPF, in charge of Jammu Kashmir from 95 to 97. Shri Vinod Jutshi, 82 batch, who has served in the Election Commission for almost 6 to 7 years, and I think most of you know him as it is. Shri Noor Mohammed ji has occupied various positions like Secretary, National Disaster Management Authority, Member Secretary, NCR Planning Board, Chief Electoral Advisor, UNDP Kabul, International Election Commissioner, Afghanistan in the 2005 Parliament elections, Deputy Election Commissioner of India and Chief Electoral Officer, Uttar Pradesh, amongst other assignments. And Shri Gill, as I said, retired as DG CRPF. He remained DGP in Rajasthan, and he also was in Jammu Kashmir as IG CRPF from 95 to 97.